We're live from Pleasant Grove Hawk Stadium, senior night. Big win over Spring Hill out of Longview, 63-21. Just the way they drew it up. What do you think about it, Mr. Pearl?
Just really proud of our Hawks. They another undefeated district championship, solidified tonight as 3 in a row, and it's just what happens around here, and really proud of that.
They couldn't ask for a better time for a bye week. PG will be off next week, and then they'll go in the first round of playoffs.
Yeah, give us some time to heal up and get ready for that playoff run. Not sure exactly who we'd play right now. I think that other district is pretty tight, and some games tonight will decide who will play, and maybe even into next week.
Man, it's kind of sad tonight watching these seniors play their last game. They meant so much to the school and all the accomplishments they've had on and off the football field. But I'm sure y'all have replacements just right up the way we're getting kids out of here.
We're going to enjoy these seniors while we have them here, because there's a lot of special kids out there, and it's been great getting to know those kids here in my time this year and into last year. And there's a lot of leadership out there on that field with those that senior class.
And they're now 38-4, which is pretty impressive.
Wow. And again, that first 7th grade class that was here when Coach Gibson got here, but. The game was a great game. A little chilly out here.
Yeah, it's
a little bit different from when we started about 10 weeks ago or whatever. But it was a great game. A lot of your favorite player, Nick Martin, just battering people out here. I'm telling you, the quarterback.
Big night.
But did a great team win.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Let's go to Rebecca real quick, and we'll be right back.
Hey, Texarkana, I'm here with Shane Nelson, the fullback's dad. Can you tell me what the atmosphere was like for everyone that was watching at home?
Incredible. It was incredible. Last game that these seniors are going to play here, and watching them for the last time on this field, awesome. It was just awesome.
And what does it mean to you that your son got to be a part of this game?
Means it's part of history. I think that this Pleasant Grove team and the 2017 going forward, they're going to go down in history. They are. They're going to go down in history. And to watch these kids play, I don't know. I can't even describe it in words. It was great. It was awesome.
Yes, sir. And is there anything that you would like to say to your son?
I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of his friends, how they've stayed just close-knit all through their coming up from the Little League and playing all the way into, some of the greatest success Pleasant Grove has ever seen. Couldn't be prouder.
Yes, sir. I think we're all some proud PG fans tonight. All right, back to you, Morgan. Thank you.
We are back. Pleasant Grove just raises the district championship trophy, 3rd year in a row. What do you see in the playoffs happening here, Tony?
Well, I think Pleasant Grove. I think anybody's going to have their hands full at Pleasant Grove. I think Pleasant Grove's bigger on the lines, and I think that's where it starts for them. Their offensive and defensive line. I think they're great at opening the holes for them running backs, and I just think they're more physical than anybody they're going to run into. I think this is one of their best teams. Between this and the team 2 years ago, I think it's very comparable.
Yeah, you look at these names, these big names you have, you just don't see it like this at the 4A level, I feel like. You can go outside of a Carthage. Where do you see this? You don't see it at the 6A level.
Anybody can win on a Friday night or a Saturday, but I'd be hard-pressed to find anybody in this division that's going to be able to beat us. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I hope you're right. I think right now it's I'm not even going to jinx us. I'm not even going to be that guy. I'm not even going to be that guy.
Please don't.
But, Jay, tell me a little bit about – you watch these kids grow up.
Well, it's just impressive how well they played together. And, they're at the end. When we had our twos in and even some of our threes on the line of scrimmage out of bounds, Ben Harmon's there watching the play. And, he wasn't off, not watching the game. He's involved. They're coming off. They're giving high fives. It's just amazing seeing them work so well together.
That second quarterback come in and had a heck of a pass.
Yeah.
So what's his name?
Sergio in stride.
Jalen Whiteside.
Yeah. He had a great pass.
Talking about the team, playing so well together. I mean, to me, coaching matters, and we have Coach Gibson, who is a star, and nobody's going to argue that. But Coach Fuller, his brother, Coach Gibson, we have a lot of really good coaches on this staff, and it reflects out there on the field.
Let's go to Rebecca real quick. We'll come back with some area scores.
I'm going to slide out of here.
Okay, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Texarkana Game Day. I'm here with the wives of Coach Hudson and Coach Palacios. Kristen, can you tell me what the atmosphere was like in the Coach's Wife section tonight?
It was super exciting. It's a really great atmosphere being with the Coach's Wife. They're all really supportive, and just being with their families is really enjoyable on game days.
And it's awesome that they stayed here until the very end to support their husbands, because it feels like it's 20 degrees. All right, and is there anything that you would like to say to your husband?
I love you, I'm proud of you, and you're amazing.
Awesome. Okay, back to you, Morgan.
We are back here. Let's go over some area scores real quick. Texas High, big win tonight over Wiley East, 40-13. I can only imagine Tracy Cooper had a big night.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be kind of excited.
The usuals, Kobe
Webster.
Webster.
Yeah, Kobe Webster. Yeah, I'm excited to see what those look like.
Also, the big defensive end had a touchdown catch, too. What's his name?
Clayton Smith? I could see that, too. Carthage over Henderson, 34-14. Hugh Springs over New Boston, 35-7. Pittsburgh over Liberty Ilo, 33-6. Of course, tonight out here at Pleasant Grove, 63-21 final. Mineola blanks Tatum, 34-0.
Wow.
Man, Tatum not used to seeing that.
Yeah. Dangerfield pulled out the win against Pewitt.
I was about to say that's what I was kind of getting to. That was the one that was not final before I hit update.
I actually had Pewitt in that one. I
wanted to see Pewitt win that. 42-38, Dangerfield. Let's get down into this game I was looking for.
Jefferson,
that's what I'm looking for.
It was lopsided. Jefferson 49, Hooks 7.
I'm a little surprised by that.
I'm very surprised by that.
Because Hooks has played well against everybody they've played. I'm kind of surprised by the score. Not that they lost.
Jefferson was playing for their playoff life. Yeah. I mean, they had to win.
Yeah. I feel like there has to be something more to that. Mount Vernon beat Jefferson with those two players not playing who are now ineligible.
It's just matchup.
We're missing something. That sounds.
Yeah.
I almost question that score, but I mean, because I'm showing they're not final.
I thought it was going to be a close game regardless. I thought it was going to be a close game.
I'll tell you all this. I know Pleasant Grove. I mean, they're the best team in the state. Being a Spring Hill alum, what we saw tonight against a normal football team. Spring Hill's a pretty good team, but shout out to Spring Hill. Coach Johnny Leary's going to do great things with that program. Let's do this. Let's go to Rebecca real quick, and we'll be right back.
Hey, Texarkana, I'm here with High Stepper Captain Chloe and Kara. Chloe, what was the atmosphere like just up in the band section?
It's just really exciting because it's senior night, so everybody's just having fun and just doing the same thing we always do.
And this was your last night to perform at Hawk Stadium. What does that mean to you?
It's kind of really sad, but also exciting at the same time because our season's not over yet. We still have a lot of games to go, so I'm not trying to be sad about it, just really excited to see how far we can get.
You said a lot of games to go, so does that mean we're making it to state this year?
That's the plan.
All right, back to you, Morgan.
We are back. Pleasant Grove with a big win over Spring Hill, 63-21. Third district championship in a row. Bye week next week for Pleasant Grove. I think probably couldn't come in a better time. We didn't see any of Bruce Garrett tonight, which I'm not sure they. I think if they would have needed him, he would have played.
There's a lot of PG players banged up. Lewis is right back in the lineup. I imagine he ain't 100%. And then you got I saw Ben limping into the game. I mean, it'll be great to have that off week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got to have time to heal those injuries and get everybody.
So do you have any idea on who we may play or who Pleasant Grove will play?
I mean, the other district still the 3 and 4, and I think even the 5th spot isn't even. isn't even set yet. So.
You know, that also gives the linemen that come in for Connor another week of practice, too. I mean, that makes a big difference. And he obviously played pretty well today because that line was dominant today.
Yeah. I think third and fourth quarter kind of went as expected.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Did Spring Hill pull their quarterback out?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
think
he
so.
stayed in for quite the whole game.
Yeah, they did.
Hopefully
maybe
he's
super
not hurt
late.
because he did take some hits tonight. Lots of hurries,
Good.
lots of pressure.
Do you know
you
who
know-
Spring Hill's playing yet next week?
I don't. I think it's Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
right?
I believe it's Pittsburgh.
So,
Which basically they'll be playing for that third and fourth seed, I guess.
but if you're just now joining us, we have some finals. Texas High over Wiley East, 40-13. Arkansas High had a huge win tonight that was actually a delayed start. The officiating crew, evidently there was a wreck on I-30, and officiating crew was stuck in traffic between Hope and Texarkana.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
But it looks like they are final 53-0 over Hope.
That's a good win for Arkansas.
Yeah, puts them at a 2 playoff spot, which means they will more than likely have a home game, first round playoffs.
Good.
Yeah, Arkansas I thought, played well the first week when we covered them. I think the biggest difference with Arkansas right now, I think Braylon's got a lot better as the seasons went on. I think that's the biggest difference with Arkansas.
You know, they're only
Moving
outside of Texas High. The losses amount to 4 points in total points.
What's going on, Kevin?
We got some fans bothering us.
What's going on, Paula?
KGV.
Hey, Logan. Oh, like that's Kevin and his wife, my girlfriend. Yeah.
Well, man, big night for this football team. Big night for everyone involved in the Pleasant Grove Hawk community.
Well, I think it's going to give the community a chance to breathe. You know, they do get a week off, and then we're going to make us a little 6-week run in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for it. Let's do this. Well, I think we have Logan come. Hold on one second. I was going to take us to commercial, but let's wait. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Got Logan Johnson running back. Man, we all decided you looked a little slower tonight on your long run.
I felt slow.
Yeah, right. Man, he turned them burners on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So another big night for you. We were talking earlier pregame. We're like, man, like Logan and watching you. I think week 1, week 2, you had a really big play, scored on the left side down here at the other end zone. I was like, man, watching you throughout the season, it's like you've like developed. If this offense had a 1 running back, the traditional offense, like you would be, you look like you'd be a 1 running back.
Sir, I appreciate that. I really do.
But tell me about this game tonight. I mean, I know that the scoreboard shows a lopsided win, but it looked like it played a little tougher.
Yeah, I mean, they were a good team. Just like we got to play everyone in this district like it's the best we can. But I mean, it's a great way for the seniors to go out. I mean, I love all of them. They've shown everyone the way. They've set the standard for everyone at PG ever. You know what I'm saying? Like with being the most winningest class, and just looking up to them. It's just I'm glad they got to go out this way. Seniors all over the field making plays the whole game.
Awesome, man.
Well, if we would have been set up last week, we would definitely wanted you on. I think you had 160-something yards rushing last week. Do you have any idea what you had tonight?
I'm sure somewhere around like just 100.
Just 100? That's not bad.
They were telling me y'all had like 330 yards rushing at halftime.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
like, dang.
Nick and KJ were both toting that rock tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I'm proud of them. You know what I'm saying?
Good, man. Well, appreciate you having you on. Enjoy your bye week. We'll cover you first round of the playoffs. Let's go to Rebecca.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
Can you send Nico? Yes. Yeah. And maybe.
Have a good night.
Hey, Texarkana, I'm here with Presley and Jasmine, and they are seniors on the PG Cheer Squad. What does it mean to y'all that this is your last night cheering in Hawk Stadium?
It means a lot. This is actually my first year as a PG cheerleader, and this being my last Hawk Stadium game is really upsetting. I really love cheering here. I love the energy. I love the vibe. It's just so much fun.
Presley, what about you?
I agree. I love cheer and I love Hawk Nation, so it means everything to be out here on Friday nights.
Awesome. And what are y'all looking forward to in the upcoming games?
Just like the same energy, just like I mean, I don't know.
Just like the hype of everything and the tradition. It's amazing to be a part of.
Awesome. And is there anything you want to say to the guys, just support-wise?
Y'all are awesome. You do the best each time. We expect nothing less of y'all.
Y'all are amazing. I couldn't imagine doing this every week.
Awesome. Okay, back to you, Morgan. Thank you.
We are back. We have a couple cheerleaders with us. What are y'all's names?
Reagan Derman, Alex Willette, Caitlin Wills.
Who's y'all's favorite player?
I'd have to say my brother, number 11, Riley Derman.
Plays defensive back, don't he?
Yep.
I don't really have a favorite. I don't have a favorite player.
Y'all don't have a favorite player? Well, so y'all walked by and said the reason PG is so good is because of the cheerleaders. Tell us why.
Because we make the crowd hype. Well,
Okay.
yeah,
Get
I think everyone does that, but we definitely do a big part in that. It kind of makes me sound very professional.
I know you walked by and I thought this is going to be a great interview, and it's turning out not so much. I'm just kidding with you.
But
another
big shout out to the cheerleaders. Y'all do a good job every week.
This is Bree Jones, by the way, senior.
Who?
Bree Jones.
No, I'm just kidding.
They don't know about Mike Jones. They don't know about him. Thank you.
Bree Jones.
Come on, Truth. We have Nick Martin. Nick the Truth Martin.
Helmet doesn't even have a face mask tonight. He tore it off early in the
I know,
game.
he's got to be on his 5th helmet of the season already. Man, tell me about tonight. You had another big night. What was it like?
It was amazing. The O-line block, that was the best they've ever blocked that I've seen. It was amazing. The O-line was putting us in, like me and KJ and all the rest of the running backs in situations to make big plays. So shout out to them and Coach Gibson for calling the right plays in the right situation. So shout out to all of them.
Well, you had some tough running tonight. I mean, the extra yardage that you'd get after the first point of contact was pretty impressive tonight.
So thank you.
Your score that you had, I mean, those last 2 yards, I mean, you drug those two boys into the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
That was
big
impressive.
time.
Nick,
That's big time.
my biggest thing, what about that hit right before halftime?
There's a couple of them. Just trying to make a play.
Oh, no, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
That was nice.
Just trying to make a play.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was watching from over here on the sideline and just watching you run. I was like, man, it looks like he's a man out there amongst boys. I mean, you were making it hard for him to tackle you. And I was really impressed with that.
I wasn't even looking during that play. We were sitting ready to set up over here, and all I heard was, "Oh!" Like, yeah, that's probably Nick.
It was bad. It was ugly.
Yeah, we felt bad for the quarterback.
And so, you're a junior.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me a little bit about this senior class, kind of what they mean to this program.
They have made me such a great player, a better teammate, a great, just all around person, and we grinded with them day in, day out, coming here, throwing for 3 hours, 2 hours, just getting sessions in, just bonding. I think the relationships that we had is something that can't be replaced, and we'll always remember it.
Yeah.
So sad to see them go, but
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It's kind of like sad feeling, Like we know we got 6 more games, hopefully, but
yes, sir.
It's just kind of
Hopefully,
sad.
yes, sir.
Let's go to Rebecca real quick. We'll be right back.
Okay, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Texarkana, I'm here with Coach Lee. During the game, I noticed that his energy was it was amazing, and the players really seemed to interact with you well. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, one, it keeps me warm on this cold game because I don't wear a lot of gear. But two, I think the more energy we have, the more fun it is, and the more fun you're having, I think the better you are off success-wise. So energy is a big part of what I want to bring to this team, and I think it makes us a lot better. And Coach Gibson's all about energy, so it makes me more successful under him. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that the score was great tonight. It honestly was a blowout, but is there anything that you noticed during the game that you could work on moving into next week?
I think specifically for our corners, just our fundamentals need to work on. They attacked us a lot deep, and so our corners just staying low and doing the little things that we're taught. But we're a great football team, and it shows every Friday night.
Yes, it sure does. And is there anything you would like to say to your senior guys since this was their last night playing in Hawk Stadium?
They're incredible. I think they spoiled me in my first year here, and there's so many of them. They're all just unbelievable kids, which represents PG so well. So I'm extremely blessed in my first year to be spoiled by a bunch of good kids like they are.
Great. Okay, back to you, Morgan.
Great play call.
So we're back. So you have a week off next week. Have your bye week. Then you go into playoffs. I noticed you limping a little bit tonight. The ankle's still bothering you?
Yeah, just a little sore. It's not slowing me down. So it's good.
Obviously it's not slowing you down. But man, just want to wish you the best of luck going into the bye week. Excited to follow you in the playoffs. And man, another night you showed out.
Sir, thank you.
All right, brother.
Definitely good watching you.
Congrats, big guy. Great game.
Sir.
That was impressive. Fun to watch.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, you're about to get arrested over there. You're hurting people tonight.
Cuff you up, buddy.
Definitely got some warrants.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like, see, on his fourth helmet of the season.
Man, when he hits people, you start cringing. You're his coach. He's a warrior.
Coach,
and I mean, he hits about as hard as anybody I've seen in high school
That hit
football.
before. We were going to talk about it. That hit before halftime.
It was
I
like
felt
2 or
bad for the
3 right
quarterback.
before.
That was.
I wasn't watching. All I heard was a pop, and everybody go, "Ooh!"
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh."
he's a freight train. I think you saw tonight the guy's going to pick up more offers. He's just a different cat. And people are split. You know, in the spring they say, is he a linebacker or a running back? And you're like, yep. You pick because he can do both. His brother was that way. His brother got some offers at safety and got some offers at running back. But Nick's the same way, and people are intrigued with them on both sides of the ball. I always tell them, man, that doubles your chances. But great kid and a freaking war daddy.
Yeah. So, man, got to see the seniors play for the last time in Hawk Stadium.
Yep.
How emotional was that, halftime coming out?
I think it hit really big time. It always does when they're coming out of the tunnel with their parents. And, I mean, you see these guys growing up for 6 years and babies and their parents, how into it they are and how involved they are. And I talked about for the game, that linemen and their dads show up at baseball games, and there's just such a connectedness. And I've done it 3 years. I've sit there and go, man, I don't know how I can come back without these kids, without this group. But the thing is, there's always the next set of kids that are awesome kids too. Yeah. This one's special because of the mark they're leaving here at this program and this school, and they'll always be special. We get more and more kids that we get to build relationships with, and it'll be fun to keep up with a lot of these guys in their playing careers, and then just collegiately, their family lives. And I think we'll stay really close for a long time.
Man, you couldn't ask, I think, for a better time for a bye week.
Yes, yeah. We're banged up. Ben, behind his knee, that thing kind of stretched out, kind of hyperextended it. I thought it was his ankle at first. And Dr. Mitchell looked at him. He's a best ortho, and he's awesome. So it was cool to have him here. And he said, you're just going to need to rest it, and then you're going to be stretching it. And we get a 3-day weekend. They don't have school on Monday, so we're giving them off. And then off week by week next week, he'll get a lot of treatment in that time. And then a whole nother week, before we play that first round game. And Bruce needs to get, healed up. Yeah. Nick finally got healed up. I think you saw that tonight. This is his first game where he's back to being Nick. And KJ's shoulder is still tender. But we were just trying to run him to the edge so he can use his speed and not get hit. And we pulled him out the second half so he wouldn't get one. And I think it comes at a great time. We're fired up to have it. Everybody's exhausted. They've done a great job being warriors, and we're going to enjoy a week off.
You have any idea, if you had to guess, who you may play first round?
There's 3 teams, and it's crazy. It could go any way. We've got Roosevelt from Dallas, who we played last year, Farmersville, and then Nevada Community. Those are the 3. 2 of them are playing tonight, and it could still get fuzzy because it was the same way last year. All 3 of them will still have a chance to get that 4th spot next week, depending on the tiebreakers and all that. But, if 2 of them are 2 hours from here and we don't want to lose money and don't want to spend a lot of money going an hour, so we might do a home-and-home deal. If you get a chance to play in this venue in front of these fans and then maybe pick up some more Texarkana and East Texas people, that's as awesome as it gets. And then we save our district a lot of money, and we can make a lot of money here. So I'm always cognizant of that. Parents driving and eating, and they're going to have to do that anyway, so we'll drive 40 minutes further if we lose a flip. I hope it's one of the 2 that's only 2 hours away. Yeah. If it's the other one, we'll have to just kind of look at it and see what's available.
Well, I didn't know you could do a home game playoffs.
Yeah, you can flip. If coaches don't agree on a neutral site, you flip. And the hard thing about getting a neutral site is you can't get a neutral site until teams lock. Yeah. So with us not knowing who it's going to be, there's 3 teams possible. AD's not going to give up his stadium for them when there might be a lock like a Gilmer who's going to be number 2, and they're playing a lock that's number 3, even though that won't happen because it's the same district. But there's a lot of locks that are already happening right now, and so they can get those stadiums. They might get Sulphur Springs or Mount Pleasant, and then there's nothing in between you anyway. You just go, all right, let's go. Let's see who's going to win this flip.
Yeah. That'd be great. I didn't know y'all did that.
Yeah, we're trying to keep Craig at home. I already gets cranky after 11. So
yeah.
No, definitely not.
Is that nice? You're a night owl?
No, probably 11:30.
Wait, after about 10:30, we can't get Craig to help us load anything up.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Lies, I tell you.
Hey, last week he showed up. I'm talking right after we put everything together.
Morgan, I've
Craig
had
walks
9
in.
weeks of unloading and loading, me and Aaron by ourselves.
I mean, the talent's supposed
I
to
gotta
show
park the
up.
truck.
You know, I mean, the talent's supposed to just show up.
Somebody's got to get the heater going in it tonight, right?
Morgan does
Crank it a little
right
bit.
as we're
Listen, I'm a master delegator. All right, and I have to do stuff, y'all. Like tomorrow morning, I got a 8 a.m. I got to be there at 6:30 in the morning, outside 5K. I'm not running in, but we're gonna have game day.
Definitely not running in
Morgan
it.
say for about 15 minutes. He says, "I'm gonna go get the truck." You don't see him for 20 minutes.
Hey man,
Morgan
I'm taking care of business.
Morgan signs my check, so I'm not saying anything bad.
Craig, you make $15 million a year. Why are you even talking?
It happens. Let's get Ben over. He's got that really nice trophy with him over there.
Oh, he's got the
You
gold
better
ball.
watch out for Ben.
Move over, Bacon. Here comes number 10. Appreciate y'all,
Appreciate it,
man.
brother.
Ben,
Congratulations.
they got you, baby. Should have held that ball up. Women like that jewelry. See you, buddy. See you. Make sure you treat down all 3 days.
I got you.
Got some hardware.
Yeah.
Nice.
You already know.
Man, you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'll be all right. I just need to stretch it.
So, man, we've kind of been talking about this senior class all night, and you're the man we wanted to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, possibly the last game you're going to play in Pleasant Grove Stadium. I mean, tell me about what's the emotions with the seniors right now?
You know, it was tough. You know, the last 3 years, we've started off senior night super slow. You know, it's a super emotional night for all of us in the community, and especially Coach Gibson, just because he put so much into, you know, all of us. And, you know, so to, like, make sure that it wasn't so, Debbie Downer, like super emotional, we tried to, like, keep it hype, and our coaches did a great job of it. And there was some tears and emotion, but, it didn't stop us from, our main goal. And it was just a different atmosphere, because we put so much into it since the 7th grade. In the 7th grade, he told us that, we can win a state championship, just how deep we are and how many players we have. So, it's going to be a game that we remember forever. And to close it out, winning a game like that, it's awesome in front of all of our friends and family. It's something we're never going to forget.
Great, man.
Your defense faced one of the top passers, I think, in y'all's district, over 2,000 yards. How do you think they performed? They started out a little bit slow the first half, but the rest of the game, how do you feel like your defense stepped up for you guys?
Yeah, they balled. They were physical all night. And I'm sure y'all saw Nick Martin, land licks every single play. Now it wasn't just him. It was, Torrey was doing it. Marcus was doing it. Landon was doing his thing. So it was just a team effort. They were putting the pressure on their quarterback. And that's one of my good friends. Like, he's really good. He's a really talented quarterback. He's really smart. And, number 1 was a really good receiver they had. And number 16, like, they had guys all around. And our secondary did a great job of locking those guys down. And our defensive line, they applied the pressure like they always do. So it forced him to, make a few bad decisions and throw interceptions. So our defense just was doing it all night, just consistently, like, in the mouth. So, they were balled, and it made the offense so much easier. We got the ball inside the 20, like, 3 different times from just turnovers. So, couldn't ask for a better performance out of our defense.
What do you think about that interception by Burris and then run?
I thought that I was laughing.
Hey, y'all didn't have so many running backs. Burris could play running back.
I was laughing. He had the ball. He was slinging it like Kyler Murray. So I thought that was pretty funny.
He moves so well for a big guy. He really does.
And 7-on-7 helped out a lot with that. His body control.
Well, Ben, man, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say the hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Undefeated.
Yes, sir.
3 seasons in a row.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty good as the quarterback for all 3 years.
Yes, sir. It's
How
awesome.
does that feel?
It feels great. It's an awesome achievement, but it's not just me. Coach Gibson, I couldn't do anything without him. He, steers me for success every single play. So, they're going to do great next year and the following years, and as long as he's the head guy, they're going to get 6 more of these, however many he's here. So I'm just proud of the fact that we went 3 years in a row and couldn't ask for a better atmosphere tonight.
We still got some work to do, though.
Oh, yeah. We're going to close the gap this year.
Great. Well, man, I appreciate everybody watching. Ben, thanks for being on. Congratulations on another great season.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasant Grove's all-time winningest quarterback and holds a ton of records. The class of his own. We hate to see you go, but Craig, tell them what time it is.
We are out of here.